Our second topic for the evening is be it resolved that internet gambling should be banned. Please help me welcome the Prime Minister for the motion.
Ladies and gentlemen, during Roman times it was recognized that people, for survival and having a healthy, positive lifestyle, they need bread and games. Now games, and we accept that premise. Obviously we take a lot of effort and care that people are entertained, and obviously they have to be fed that they are entertained, and gambling comes into kind of an in-between. Yes, it's an entertainment and kind of a social activity. When you go outside and you go and gamble in the gambling casinos, or you bet on racehorses, this is kind of entertainment. It's a social activity. It could be enjoyable, and it's also heavily regulated. You can spend only so much time, so much money, whether you are underage or not. So this is a regulated activity. Now imagine that this is brought into your home and you start gambling on the internet. There is no control what you do. On the internet you are exposed to the elements, to your own emotions. You are sitting at home and you are under pressure to do something, to perform. Social activity is gone. You are just by yourself, suffering and losing money. Imagine you are losing money. Obviously, what do? Well, you play one more time so that you can win it back. Obviously, you don't win it back. You are going to lose more and more. If you happen to win, it encourages you. Oh, I won now, I can win more. This is a no-win situation. It could lead to depression. It could lead to all kinds of mental diseases and to financial ruin of many, many people. Ladies and gentlemen, gambling at home on the internet is a disaster proposition. We have to do everything possible in our power to avoid this kind of activity. If we accept gambling outside, that's fine, but gambling on the internet, please, no.
Thank you, Victor. And now to speak against the motion for the next 3 minutes, Jim, the leader of the opposition.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister has brought up Roman times and how everyone needs bread and games. Well, he's actually said that people need to play games, and so that's actually a point against his arguments. I think the main aspect of his arguments appears to be, well, if you have something available in your home, then all hell is going to break loose, and you're just going to go and do whatever you feel like doing until you end up on the street and you become a sad and sorry person. Well, isn't it the same with things like coffee, with things like extra food, or with alcohol? Like, I'm sure that the Prime Minister has lots of alcohol in his house, or he goes to the bar. Not that I've ever been invited to have any, but the point is, it's up to the person to decide if they want to access that alcohol, extra food, or the internet to play games, to go gambling. And anyway, what is it about being at home and gambling on the internet? Like, all the people that want to do this need to do is become a stockbroker. Like, you can lose billions of dollars, and the best part of it isn't your money, it's someone else's money. So you just need a career change. If you feel like going home and gambling, just get a license to trade stocks and bonds. Now, what I would say against the motion, ladies and gentlemen, is that the internet inherently is open to all. Why should you accept the thin end of the wedge that gambling should be banned? Why not pornography, for example? Interestingly enough, the ICANN has recently approved a porn domain. Triple X. Yes, you see, ladies and gentlemen, everyone here who enjoys having a triple X pornography sites available should automatically throw away the Prime Minister's arguments, because because that should be banned before something like internet gambling. So why ban something that's available on the internet, which is freely available in bricks and mortar? What is it that the Prime Minister is saying here? He's saying, oh, you have to ban it on the internet. Maybe he's got stocks and shares in some internet gambling casino up in Aurelia or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's where he's coming from, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the other side against this argument is the internet is international. How can you possibly ban something that's international, that's allowed to have access, that different countries in the world can or may not ban or allow or whatever? It's totally impractical, ladies and gentlemen. Please vote against the motion.
Thank you, Jim. And now, to finalize the debate, Prime Minister.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I don't know how there is strange connections between stockbrokers and playing stock market and gambling at home. I mean, those two activities may have some resemblance, but certainly are miles and miles remote, and they are very different. The activity of gambling at home, comparing it to coffee and food and overeating and drinking and alcohol, is certainly, there is no connection and no comparison. Gambling is a game, kind of game, but it's the game which is destructive for human mind. It's a destructive game for human psyche and eventually for financial position of that individual. When it is done outside, when it is done within controlled environment, there may be some validity for it. There may be some validity for it. I apologize, but I have another minute.
And now we will have a popular vote for the motion. 8. And against?
All in favor of corn.
So it's 8 for and 8 against.
You break it.
I get to choose.
Yeah.
I choose.
Agreed.
Which one?